Hello, welcome to Speaking Clearly. We're doing a collaboration today with Real Talk with Blanco.
What's up, everybody?
We got Bo in the building, and we got Fee in the building as well.
Hello.
Today we want to talk to you guys about, your business endeavors and what you guys do in the community. I know, Fee, you have your nonprofit organization.
Yes.
I know you got him running the behind the scenes, and stuff like that. So, we're looking forward to talking to you guys about, what you guys do and stuff. So, let's start with you, Fee. Let's talk about your nonprofit. Let's start with that one.
Okay, so I have a nonprofit called Phenomenal Women, and basically what it is, we help women get through their situations. So, for example, if you're going through a domestic violence situation, or let's say you're being abused, not just physically but mentally, and you're trying to get back on your feet, I'm the one that tries to basically get you to the point where you need to be, where you can be on your own, where you don't have to rely on that spouse anymore, and you can. I'm trying to make you a better you.
Yeah,
There you go.
Kind of like move on your own terms and not have to rely on that person anymore. Because that's usually what makes it real difficult for people to move and leave those type of situations, right?
Yes.
Because usually they already have that bond and they have that attachment,
Attachment.
and they kind of rely on that person to a certain extent, right?
Yes.
They pay their bills together. She like, if he leave or if I leave him,
I can't
how
do
am I
nothing.
going to pay my rent and stuff like that?
Yeah.
So you help them basically figure that stuff out.
Figure that part out, get back on their feet, because a lot of times, like I had one situation where one girl was getting, like, no lies, they're married and they was getting like $20. She was getting $20 a week. Yeah. Well, you can't do nothing with that.
Can't go nowhere.
So you can't go nowhere. You can't get no room. You can't. So she can't escape from him because of the fact that she's on a budget and she doesn't work. It's a lot of the stay-at-home moms. A lot of times we deal with a lot of married and stay-at-home, moms that they can't do without. Like some women, if you're working, you be like, oh, forget this, I'm out of here.
Yeah.
But
if you making good money.
If you're making good money. But sometimes they rely on their spouse for that income. And they can't do anything outside of that income.
That's crazy because when my mom had moved out here with my dad from Guatemala, because my parents are immigrants, my dad didn't let my mom work. My dad was very like, I'm the head honcho and you stay home and you raise the kids and stuff. So my mom said that she would go to the store and she would buy like chocolate and like bananas, strawberries and stuff like that with the little budget that he would give her. And she would go in the building because, he was very like, where are you going and stuff. And she would sell it in the building and she would, to make her little profit. And she would keep it to the side without my dad knowing so much because my dad was crazy. So I could see how that can actually help women to better themselves, because now my mom's actually a life coach, so she be teaching people that, and she focused on that, not having to be codependent on somebody.
The crazy thing is that we was doing a lot of this before, like helping people out, doing that, putting them in a hotel room for a few days, a week or something like that. And then we had a young lady come up to us before and was just like, no, she needed it, but she was like, no, I can't take it. She was like, how long are you going to keep me there for? It was like, oh, we're going to get you a room for a week or two. She was like, no, I can't do it. She said, because what happens is we didn't realize we were doing this a lot, giving people room for 2 days, 3 days, and we thinking we helping when we was actually probably hurting the situation more. So that's why he actually started the nonprofit. It was like, okay, we can't keep putting the money out of our pocket to do it. We still got family, we still got our kids.
We still got to provide for ourselves before
So it was more
else.
of, okay, let's try to get the nonprofit money, organize this thing in the right way to where we can put these young ladies in a place for 2-3 months and help them get a job. No, don't just put them in a place and leave them there. Help them get a job so they can maintain
that foundation.
So now they don't have to go back.
I got you.
Right.
That's good though. That's good because I feel like when you go through stuff like this and you you're helping somebody, you gotta help them completely, not help them temporarily. Because it's like it's like they're wounded, and it's like you come and you help them for a little bit, but once you leave or once they don't have that help anymore, that wound still opens, so that's good. I like that. I like what you guys are doing. I like the foundation.
That's the same thing as like we do the giveaway, the turkey giveaways, and everything's is fine, right? But if you're only going to come out once a year and help, just to take a picture and say you helped, you're not really helping.
You're
helping
really
yourself.
Yeah.
You need a picture for yourself. You're helping yourself feel better, but it's also you know, I think it also helps you. Like that's why people do it too, because
Yeah.
it makes you feel
Makes
better
you feel
about
good.
yourself.
Makes you feel
as
like a
well.
better person.
Yeah,
Yes.
but you know, I wanted to reiterate. Why is it that you think these situations were made worse when you would only look out for them 2 days or 2 weeks or a week? What I want you to elaborate on.
I would say it would make it worse on just for that instance of putting them in a hotel or something for 2 or 3 days. After that's over, where are they going after
Yeah.
that? Where are they going? They have to go back to where they
To where
originally
they-
was.
yeah.
Now
It's like
the
a
spouse is like,
temporary-
Where the hell you been?
where the hell you
Been
been?
Yeah.
missing
You was
for
leaving me. You was
3 days.
thinking about it. Now
Were you
it's a
cheating?
worse situation.
That's what I
Yeah.
want to
Cheating?
elaborate on. Because it
Exactly.
would just get worse, right?
It would
Because
just
in
get
that
worse.
It would get
situation,
worse.
you already in a domestic violence situation and you just went MIA for 3 days.
Yeah.
That man
Yeah.
already violent and you just left for 3 days and
Exactly.
you ain't know
Just
where you
left,
been.
it's gonna be
He
worse.
gonna get now. You're gonna be even more mad.
He's gonna be even more mad
Yeah.
because he doesn't know where. A lot of times, what it is they're very, very controlling. So they want to know where you are, when you coming home, why aren't you home? So by us taking them and putting them in a different situation, it really wasn't helping.
Yeah.
Because they had to go back.
Yeah. And the thing is,
It's
and
like
it just gets worse.
temporary
It's a
help.
temporary
It's like
help.
temporary
Yes.
help. It's like I'm here for a little bit and then you
But-
gotta leave. And people that I feel like go through things and get help and it's like a first time, they want that, you know? They find okay, I can escape from this. How can you continue to help me? But when you help them temporarily, it's kind of like, oh, you just using me for a little
Yes.
bit, you know? And that's kind of sad.
Yes.
Sorry, Josh. For the people that don't know, can you let them know like what areas women can find you guys if they
That's a good
wanted?
question.
Basically, we cover a lot of areas.
Okay.
We have a studio in Carson, Inglewood, and Rancho Cucamonga. So because also we have a pole dancing studio. So I really deal with about 6,000 women a month. So a lot of women go through a lot of things, look good, smell good, but going through some stuff.
Yeah.
And what we do,
Everybody.
we try to, once we find out that you're going through something, and it could be something just like health-wise. Like I just had one of my students, she basically just recovered for 2 strokes.
Oh wow.
And by just us calling her, she was like, Fee, I just can't wait to get back to class. I can't wait to get back to class.
Yeah.
So it's just sometimes it's not always physically or money-wise, financially. Sometimes it just can be giving you a call
Yeah.
but we really cover all areas because now Inglewood, Carson, and Rancho Cucamonga, but a lot of my women come from all over.
Yeah.
All
Okay.
over. Yes.
So I know those are those also the 3 cities where your location is with the
yes.
stripper pole or the strip
The pole.
fitness
the
classes.
fitness
Fitness
classes.
class.
I'm sorry. I'm
No,
sorry.
you good.
I'm so
It's
sorry.
pole
No, my
It's
bad.
the
my
new
bad.
sexy way to get in shape.
Okay.
That's
Instead
right.
So
of
what is
working
it?
out
You
on
guys
them
call it? What is it
treadmill.
exactly that you call it? Then?
Pole aerobics.
It's pole
aerobics.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm so sorry. I
You
don't
good.
mean.
And I'll tell you why we say
Yeah,
that.
no,
The
it's
reason
okay,
why
go
is
ahead.
because when you just say stripper, then that could
No.
be so.
Yeah.
Right? I need the doctors, I need the lawyers, I need the police officers, I need all them husbands to
Yeah.
want their wives to be able to come to my fitness studio.
Mm-hmm.
So we try to keep it. It's
Yeah,
a fitness
professional.
studio.
Yes.
This is what we're teaching you. But
Yeah.
when you learn it, you do whatever you're gonna do with it
Yeah.
once you learn
Exactly.
it. But
Yeah.
we're not telling you what
We
to do
wouldn't
with it.
touch.
I hear
Yeah,
you.
we're
So we
teaching
just-
you how to be
yeah.
healthy, but in a sexy
Exactly.
In a
way.
sexy way.
That everybody, I feel like in a sexy way that everybody tends to put down.
Exactly.
You get me?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like once people know, like, oh, I do pole dancing, like, oh, you're a stripper, like,
Yeah,
why
no.
do I have to automatically
Yes.
be that?
Yeah.
Like,
and what we
that's
tell
cool.
people, it's not because everybody think I'll only deal with strippers.
Yeah.
No. You know how if you're a doctor, you don't really too much go back to school.
Yeah.
Dancers, they know what they're doing.
Yeah.
So they don't really come to me. I have a small percentage. They do
Mm-hmm.
once they want to get to the next level, but for the most part, only because, and I love them to death, but they're good.
Yeah.
You know? I deal with a lot of doctors, lawyers, producers. I deal with a lot of single moms. I deal with a lot of stay-at-home moms.
Right. Yeah.
Hell, I got 5 a.m. pole dancing classes that'll be cracking.
For real?
Yeah,
5 in the morning?
because you know why?
5 in the
You know why?
morning.
Because if you just had a baby and the baby's 5 months, it's easier for you to slide out because somebody
During
already
that
watching
time.
them.
Yeah.
Early morning.
And they sleep, you know? So it's easier to slide out, get
Yeah.
your workout in, and then leave. And a lot of women, we don't like to work out at the
Yeah.
gym.
Yeah.
This is a sexy new way to get in shape. You're going to be like, who the hell? Get out my chair. If you
I'm about to be there, like,
Yes.
Yeah.
So
They
it's
get, a
more
little bit of
so.
everything. They get everything there,
Yeah.
though. They get everything there. I mean, you know, a lot of ladies don't have friends as they
Yeah.
get older. They got just
Yeah.
their kids or just their family, and that's all they worry about.
Yeah.
So this is a way for them to get out and get new friends.
We're a community.
Right.
We are definitely a community.
Yeah, because you create that community
Yes.
atmosphere for them. They all there with the same purpose to get better on that.
Exactly.
And those pole aerobics, and
Yep.
and that's what they go there to do.
That's what they
And
go
we
to
work
do.
on your self-esteem and your self-confidence. That's something that you can't get in the gym, and it's something that you can't purchase.
You can't
Yeah.
purchase it.
So that's what we work on. So I basically done helped millions and millions of women to feel comfortable in their own skin.
Okay.
And a lot of times when you got kids?
No.
Okay, good. Don't have none.
Okay.
Okay.
Not yet. Not yet.
Ain't nothing but broke ass friends, girl. They ain't nothing but broke ass friends. But a lot of times when we have kids, a lot of times your mom is your backbone. The dad is the provider, but your mom is like your
Support
backbone,
system.
your
That's the
support
That's the
system.
love
Yeah.
from.
Yes.
That's all
So
that, yeah.
when you take over, when you start having kids, you stop doing for yourself and do more so for your spouse and for
Yeah.
your kids.
Right.
So you lose you.
Yeah, that is very
And
true.
what
though.
we do, we help you get
Rediscover
that back.
yourself.
Yeah,
I
we
hear
help you bring
good.
sexy back.
Yeah, I hear you. That's dope.
We
That's
let you know
dope.
you still a bad bitch.
That's dope.
Okay.
Hey, but I am
Okay.
gonna say this based on what you said, because it is true. That narrative is for the most part true, but I feel like we do need to change that narrative.
You're right.
And not only get that love from your mama, I feel like you should be getting that love from
Yes.
your pops too, and that support
Right,
from
right.
your
Yes.
pops. And that's a narrative that has been the narrative, especially in our environment, our
You are
society.
absolutely right.
But I feel like
We could change that. We could
definitely
work on that.
tweak that a little bit.
Yeah.
For sure.
We can.
good.
And that's an easy segment right there.
Yeah.
I always tell people, like having you saying with kids, right? I always try to tell my young guys, man, when you have kids, don't fight it. You know they're there. You're going to take care of your kid. Make it easy on yourself. Kids get old enough to start playing sports, coach the team. And you got multiple kids, right? Coach all the teams. Like, I can't coach all the teams. It's too much. No, guess what? It makes it easier on yourself. You'd rather coach all the teams where you can put all the practices on the same day, same time, instead of being scattered going here to there.
Here,
You're going to
there,
be there
yeah.
anyway. You ain't going to drop your kid off and leave.
Yeah.
So you might as well coach the teams where you can schedule all that stuff when
You can tell who
around
always
your
was my
schedule.
kids' coach, huh?
Right.
That's what I was going to ask
Yeah.
you. My
Oh,
mother-
no,
makes it
he was
easy.
there.
That made it easy
Oh,
for
yeah.
us.
Oh,
What is
he
that- what
always
is that you coach?
I
Do
coach
you- so you-
baseball. I coach baseball. I coach football. I coached every sport as my
Yeah,
kids
yeah,
was
yeah.
coming up. I didn't know nothing about it. You go on YouTube, figure out how to coach, right?
Yeah.
And it's
Figure out
always
the
going to be a
drills and all
parent
that.
that want to be the man. Like, I'm just the head coach.
Yeah.
I'm just the one that's going to schedule the practices.
Yeah.
And on days I want. You
Yeah.
can run the team.
Yeah.
I don't care if you run the team, but I need to make sure that
That
It go
foundation
wild.
yeah,
is-
we're gonna be
is
here at
settled.
5 o'clock
Yeah.
to 6 o'clock.
Not
on
5
this
to
day.
2.
So that's the head coach spot right there. You get
Okay.
to choose that.
Gotcha.
Nice.
And that
And
makes
that's
life.
dope.
I think that makes life easy.
Oh no, definitely.
Right.
If that's how you planned it out and that's how you set it up, obviously you did it to a manner where you can
Right.
still operate and run these other things that you're doing as
Had
well
to.
outside of that.
You had to.
Yeah.
Couldn't have nobody calling me talking about we practicing at 7 o'clock on a Friday night.
Yeah,
Come
that's
on,
what
bro.
they
You probably already got shit
That's
going
not
on.
Ain't got
happening.
nothing, obviously, you ain't got nothing to do.
Yeah, nothing.
You want to practice with these kids on Friday night
At
7
7
I'm trying to
o'clock.
get ready to go out. We're going to do this on Wednesday at 5. We're going to
Yep.
be done
Yeah.
by 6.
No, that's good though. That's good because
Oh, goodness,
it shows them discipline. You know, not to settle. You know, I feel like a lot comes with even that, just being like on other people's time. Like
Yeah.
I can't do that. I'm on my time and
your
how
own
it
time.
works for me. You know,
And we
so
have
that's
so
good.
much that goes on. We do so much.
Right.
So everything, how they say time is money, time is definitely money. Yeah. And the weekends, our Fridays are everybody else's Monday. Because that's when the pole parties start. And our pole parties for romance and dance is basically booked. Like, boo, 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 boo. I might get to the studio at 10 in the morning, won't leave at 3 a.m., 4 a.m.
Right.
Damn.
Pole party.
Yes.
Could you elaborate on that? What is it?
Pole
what exactly
parties.
is
So,
a pole party?
you know how when you have all your friends, your girls, and you want to get all your girls together and want to have a pole party? So basically, the first hour is games. We play icebreaker games that we made up.
Okay.
And then the last 2 hours, we'll show you a twerk routine as well as a pole dancing routine.
Okay.
Fire.
Yeah. And then you have all your girls, and it's a private event only for you.
Okay.
Okay.
Only for you. So we'll have birthday parties, we'll have divorce parties. Those be the wild ones.
That's definitely the one.
Damn.
She heartbroken. She like, man, fuck these
Me,
dudes.
I'm about to throw a
How about
party.
this
They
though?
all coming over saying the same thing.
How about this though? Saturday night I had an 84-year-old pole party.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, you heard 84.
Yeah, 84.
And she had, so we also do nude sip and paints. We do a sip and paint too.
Ooh.
So we did that And she was still in a wheelchair. She can walk, but she was still in a wheelchair. But she was still getting her.
Those are
thing.
the ones you gotta watch though, right?
No, because they be so nasty.
Yeah, you gotta
the
watch
the
it
older
every
ones,
day.
they be so.
Hey, come on, I'm not signing no contract.
Oh,
I
yeah,
ain't
and she
getting no-
did say that. How you
I
know?
ain't doing. The older people don't never want to sign the agreement. They don't never want.
But-
they ain't
What's
doing
the
nothing,
agreement?
right?
Oh,
Well,
just
just a
saying.
waiver from falling off the pole.
Oh,
or
okay.
something.
You
But
don't
they
wanna
ain't
be-
getting
you don't
on
wanna
the
be
pole. That's
liable.
what they say. I
Yeah,
ain't getting on no pole.
And they
Once
always
the
end up
liquor
getting up-
starts,
they
that's when
always
you
end up
start
getting up
Man, they be the
talking.
first
They be
ones
the
on the
first
pole.
one on the pole.
That's funny. That's
Then I
funny.
had one where, like, for real, I had another
all
75-year-old birthday party where her granddaughter gave her a surprise pole party, right? They came in there, they had their canes.
Right,
One person
right.
had their dog on wheelchair,
Walker.
rolling around in the studio in a circle like that. Was having too much fun, right?
Yeah.
But those be the ones, the older you get, you don't have no filter.
Yeah.
So those be the parties that are really a lot of fun. Because they going to say what the hell they want. They going to tell you what they ain't going to do. And they going to tell you what they going to do. So those be the most, we had so much fun.
Usually they willing to do
You
damn
guys
near
are
Everything. Because they didn't do it when they was younger. So they be in there.
Now
I said,
they
don't be
feel like
going
they can.
on Sunday. Don't be going to
And
church.
they can't
talking
get in
about-
trouble now. They
Yeah,
can't
you
get in
can't.
trouble.
You can't.
Man.
I be telling them, don't be going to
They ain't
church
gotta
talking
answer
about
nobody
you
in that
rolling
bar.
around on
They
these
come with their
poles.
stockings on and
Yeah. So
There's
it's a lot of fun.
stockings on.
No, real shit. And they slip. But they be having so much fun.
That's what it's about, though.
And
right?
that's exactly
what
what
it's
it's
about.
about.
That's the
Yeah,
whole point
Yeah.
of that event is to make
Exactly.
sure people have fun. And obviously
Exactly.
y'all delivering on that.
Yeah.
So-
One lady was like, hey, baby, the one that gave the surprise, the granddaughter gave her a surprise pole party. She's like, baby, go in the car, give mama her oxygen tank. I was like, oh, shit. Yeah.
Her heart was beating a little
Yeah,
too fast. She's like, I need
yeah.
some
Go and get my
oxygen.
oxygen tank. She put that on. Okay, we good. Keep the party going. Keep the party going.
Yeah.
Yep.
She's like, just a couple.
Exactly. Just a couple of puffs.
So now I wanted to ask you, man, about the behind the scenes work that you do, and how you also told me about how you actually building and setting the poles up, and you like kind of the construction man behind it as well. So you got a lot of titles. It seems
yeah,
like,
I
man.
got a lot of titles, man. I like to stay way behind the scene, man. I like the Fee to be the face of it. They love her. She's beautiful. She can talk.
As he
she's
is.
She's a people person. So
She
let
got
her
the
do her,
personality.
right? And
Yeah.
I stay behind and do all the dirty work, right? So I do the payroll, make sure
I
everybody's
hate
clocked
paperwork.
in, all that
I
stuff.
I hate paperwork.
Yeah, website. So I
Yeah.
can. She kind of helps with the website, but I build the
He do that.
websites up. So all the specials you guys see, I put all the specials out there,
Newsletters.
the newsletters,
Yeah.
everything that you kind of pretty much
Need
see
to
as far
run
as
the
paperwork,
run it,
kinda
yeah.
I do all the day-to-day operations of
And
running
maintenance.
and the maintenance, like I said. So I don't want to build out all of our studios. So I'll find the locations,
Okay.
Okay.
and before I ink it down,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
ask
yeah.
Fee like what you think about it, and she
Her,
come
her
through
opinion and it.
Right. Check it
out.
That's
Because I got to
good.
feel it.
Right.
I got to have the energy in there. I
Yeah,
got
she
to
gotta
feel
have.
it.
So I can find the perfect spot, but if she come in and just be like, "This ain't it," then I don't even try to talk about it. I'm like,
Yeah.
"This ain't it." There ain't no convincing her. I mean, she gotta
Yeah.
feel it when she walk in.
I hear you.
But once we get it going, then yeah, I'm gonna be the one that's busting and putting the mirrors up, throwing the floors down.
Okay.
Well, he doing
the
everything. He
poles
put the
up.
And
poles
it's like
up.
full. I'm guessing that studio is probably like full mirrored out.
It's
Damn.
well, one side, one whole
Oh,
side,
one whole side, okay.
one whole side is mirrors.
Okay.
One thing about mirrors, you don't want to put too many mirrors because, like a guy was saying earlier, you start looking at the cameras and stuff. Right?
Yeah.
When you got the mirrors, then you're gonna start looking at yourself too much.
Too much.
And critiquing yourself.
I hear you.
So we kind of like sometimes the instructors say, okay, everybody turn away from the mirrors.
Yeah.
Because you
do what we
focus.
doing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Stop
That's
looking at the
kinda
mirror and
good.
hit the damn trick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hear you.
Yeah. That's good though.
Yeah.
But yeah, pretty much all the maintenance. That's me.
What made you guys like decide like this is where we need to go? Because I know you guys had the
Broke. It was broke.
No. She's talking
Yeah.
about the story.
The story.
like
The
yeah.
story.
What made you guys be like okay, like we doing this, we building this, like we going from the ground all the way up. Like what got you guys here?
Okay, let me tell you.
He gonna
Long
keep it ahead. He gonna try
Long
to hit
story
it.
short,
They,
we not
they
just
like this thing.
We was not just like, oh, we broke, and then this came
doing
up.
the five no
It
more.
was not, oh, we broke, and let's start a pole studio. No.
How did it work? How did it
Long story short, basically,
Don't give
I
us
was.
no long story. We
Yeah,
only got
I
an
said
hour.
long
All right,
story
go ahead,
short.
Go ahead.
I was in a wedding,
Okay.
and basically my homegirl was all like, "Fee, I want to have I want the bachelor party to be bomb as fuck. If I can't do shit, I can throw a party."
Yeah.
We went to Vegas. I rented a pole. We was on a pole all night. Basically, I called him the next day, and I was like, "Oh my God, I want to be a stripper. I want to be a stripper." He was like, "No, not with these goddamn kids. You don't." When we got back to LA, because it was in Vegas. When we got back to LA, he put a pole in my room. Me and all the girls was on it all the time, like Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Then, you know, they say God closed one door, open up another.
Yeah.
He basically came home, said, oh, they laid me off. And both of us made good money. He made a hell of a lot more than me.
Yeah.
I said, no biggie. He said, but everybody like this pole dancing shit when you in a room and y'all losing weight and stuff, let's turn the garage into a studio. Turn the garage into a studio, popping. Like, I wasn't even advertising. They was just like, go over Fee House, she gonna make you lose weight. Go over Fee House, she gonna make you lose weight. Then he was like, okay, let's just open up a studio. And that's basically how
It worked.
But when we first started, pole dance was not the norm. Everybody thought that I was opening up a strip club.
Yeah.
So we had to explain that, no, it's not a strip club. It's a sexy new way to get in shape. Yeah. Basically, instead of working out on the treadmill, we work out on poles. And then we opened the one we had a lot of locations. We opened the one in Carson first. That's been open for 20 years.
Wow.
The one in Rancho.
That was 20 years ago?
20 years, man.
I've been doing this shit for
One in Rancho been open for 15.
I was broke 20 years ago.
Nah, but then she even said you was doing good. You just got laid off. That
I
ain't your fault.
I got laid off.
We've always made money, and we've always hustled.
Oh, yeah.
We always made money, and we always hustled.
I had saved up like about 5 or 6 unemployment checks.
Damn.
Right, and then that's when I was
started
like,
putting it in
that's
the
when y'all
Started
opened that studio.
I was like, and I
developing
ain't got no other idea. I was doing my construction and stuff on the side, but
Yeah.
I was like, I don't want to do this forever. Like, you know, I was like, I want something that's gonna roll.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, you know what? Let me take my last little money I got
And
and
invest
go
it.
invest it into this pole studio.
That's
She
right.
thought I was crazy as hell.
Oh yeah, because I was like, fool, it ain't making that much damn money.
Yeah.
That's crazy though, because
And
you
look what it
said-
turned into, though.
Exactly.
You said Rancho's been open for about 15 years. So I've known about it where it's at maybe 10?
Yeah.
Like about 10 years.
You haven't been there?
I've never been there. I would always drive past it because I used to go to cosmetology school.
Oh, and it's
right
Yeah.
there. So
That's my fault. I take the blame for you not. So that means I didn't promote and I didn't advertise.
No, you know
It
what?
make it look juicy enough for you to.
Because I
Thing
even
is,
looked
she
at
didn't
it.
live in Rancho. She lived in the neighboring city. If she lived in Rancho, she probably would have gone.
No,
already.
because
She
I
probably-
used
you
to
probably knew
live.
your job.
I used to live in Rancho. I used to live right by the college.
Oh, you did? Okay, my
Yeah,
bad.
I used to
didn't
live
know that.
right by
I didn't know
there.
that.
I used to live right by there, and I would always see it. And I think I looked it up too, and I was like, "Damn, this looks cool! Like this looks cracking." I just never went. I never was like, "I'm gonna go," you know. And I think maybe it was just. Like, what do they do there? Like, I don't know. Like, what if these are women that are already experienced because they be going to
That's
classes?
everybody.
So I think I self-talked myself out of it, you know,
You're
because
right.
it looks so intriguing.
And it could be intimidating now, and that's like even with the marketing. Like that's another thing that you have to switch with marketing. Like you get your instructors come, they want to videotape themselves, they want to show how good they are.
Yeah.
Which is gonna hurt us getting new people.
Yeah.
So sometimes we have to say, hey, slow down.
Yeah.
Let's go back to only posting.
Back to the basics.
Back to the basics.
Now we could do it with me.
Let's
Hello, period.
walk
And
around
I'm like,
the
a
bars,
whole
you
new
know?
idea. No.
Yeah.
And that's what we do. We basically help women lose weight. And it's so easy. Once you start pole dancing, it just be falling off. You get tone. You get
It's everything.
It's
in
everything.
one.
And you build up your self-confidence. Not to say anybody don't have self-confidence, self-esteem, but when I tell you, once I get finished with you, you gonna know you a bad bitch. You gonna know you a bad bitch.
Right.
I believe that. I
We
believe
love
that.
that.
Yeah.
So
Now,
that's crazy.
The difference between us and any other pole studio out there, we're the only pole studio that actually has a curriculum.
Yes.
Like,
Okay.
you can't go
Yeah.
anywhere and have a curriculum. You never went to school without your curriculum. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
no,
always
yeah.
had a book. No matter what class you're in, we're the only studio in the world that has a pole dance curriculum that our instructors teach from out of this book.
Yes.
They cannot
Nice.
detour away from this book. So it's from beginners of high school level all the way
To
to a
top.
PhD. So it's school based.
Because you graduate.
Nice.
That's how y'all got the level set up.
Yeah.
Y'all
Oh,
got
we have
like
the
high
level.
school
I made a book.
diploma.
I made
Y'all
a
got
book.
AA degree.
Oh,
and
we have
then-
graduation
You made, that's what I was
Oh,
going to
no,
ask. That was
I
gonna be
made
my
a
next
book.
question.
Yes.
Who made the book? You
I
did.
made a book.
Okay.
And this book, I've sold thousands and thousands. Like, I'm really a bestseller. Thank you very much.
You're author.
Give her flowers.
Hello.
Okay. Hello.
Because, and the reason why, because we graduate. So I have my girls graduate. So
Nice.
basically, you get a pink cap and gown. We have grad night. We have senior ditch day. We
Senior
have
pictures.
senior
Oh,
pictures.
that's so
We
dope.
have we have award ceremony
Where's your senior dish day?
at the studio.
No, the other studio.
No,
The,
for what?
the big senior dish day.
No, you talking about the not the senior edition.
Oh, that's not senior
grad
edition.
night.
Oh, grad
so
night.
grad night, what
It's
we
at
do?
Vegas.
No, it's at
Damn
a
near.
strip club.
Oh, okay, but that's
Grad
cool,
night is at
though.
a strip club. We all dress alike.
Mm-hmm.
We all dress alike. Go to a strip club for grad night, and then we celebrate. And when we come in like 30 deep, at least
Right.
bare minimum. Then we also graduate. So graduation, you have a cap and gown. It's pink because everything is pink.
They get a diploma.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
That's hard.
And we got awards.
That's
awards.
so
We also have
crazy.
award ceremony. So you bring your people.
Valedictorians, you get all that.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
Okay,
So we
invite
have a
me.
whole
Do people ever
community.
get offended when you pick out the valedictorian because she was the flyest one in the group?
No.
Do
But
the girls
usually,
ever be like, damn, why she get it?
no.
Did it.
You know how when you be like, when valedictorian, just like when you was in school, you be like, oh yeah, that motherfucker got it. That fool got it.
Nah,
Yeah.
and usually that's a happy
Yes.
event. So
Yes.
usually motherfuckers ain't gonna be doing too much hating in that
No,
type of
because
environment.
you really kind of
Choose
vote.
their own though. Like
Yeah.
Okay, that's kind of
Yeah.
cool.
Let the students vote on who
Yes.
should be the valedictorian.
And the instructors.
Okay.
And the instructors.
For that. So
That's hard.
So
That's
it's
hard.
just like a whole community where you'll get even closer to us when you
Yeah.
graduate. And I only have graduation twice a year. I used to only have it in September, but it just got too big.
Yeah.
So now I have it in May and I also have it in September. So it's
So did the class already start? Like, am I too late to enroll?
no.
That's what I was gonna ask
Yes.
too. You guys have like a certain start period?
No,
'Cause
no,
you
no.
know-
no, it's
Okay.
not, it's no certain
Basically,
start
you're
period.
just getting signed off by your instructor. So, for example, high school.
okay.
If you have your high school, you're trying to get your high school diploma.
Yeah.
You just have to get it signed off. The high school
Portion of it.
of it signed off before May.
Nice.
Sometimes, depending on how often you come, from now to because we got to start working on your doggone routine. So we could get the cutoff is in February. So between now and February, if you got all the way to associates, you can graduate in associates. Yep. So that's how that works.
Nice.
That's hard.
I
That's
like
hard.
that.
And
I
you said it
like
goes
the
all the
whole
way to
foundation.
PhD.
PhD, sweetheart.
That's wild.
Yeah.
That's hard.
And it's
though.
really,
like
I
that
do
little
have people
setup.
that have
There's maybe
PhDs
35 to 50 moves per level.
per level.
And you have to get 80% of those moves signed up. So once you get a move, then they'll sign it for you. The
Okay.
instructor will
Yeah.
sign it.
Nice.
So you have to bring
80%.
in your book every time you come.
Yeah. So you
That's
know if
good,
anything
though.
got to get signed off that day, you get it signed off.
You get it signed off.
Okay.
Yep.
That's good though, because it's like a foundation.
Exactly.
And it also, it's like a lot of people, I feel like a lot of people need guidance.
Exactly.
And need a foundation, a program. So it's like we're giving you all of this, and all you have to do is stick to the program if you want to stick to the program, you know? So that's
And it gives
that's
you
good.
something to look for and be like, damn, I remember when I was in high school. Now I'm in associates.
It's
Now
so
I'm in
structured
associates.
that it's gonna create also like some type of discipline in your
Yes.
people that show up because you made it so structured that it's also gonna create that structure within them that's gonna be like, I want to achieve, I want to make it there. You get me, and it's gonna make them be that dedicated, that much more dedicated to that program.
Yeah.
Got it.
And
And they'll
that's the
push
cool
them
part.
when you got 5 people in here that has their book. Then what you feel like you over here like you ain't got a book.
Yeah.
You're like, man, I ain't come to class prepared.
Yeah.
I ain't got my yoga
Why does
mat,
everyone
I ain't
have
got
a
my
book? Yeah.
Exactly.
Why
You know how
everybody?
ladies are,
And
they
what
just
is
wanna
this
have
book?
whatever the other
Yeah.
lady has, right?
Oh,
So it's like,
I was like that in school though.
yeah.
If I got to school and they start pulling out the book and you gotta
Yeah.
read and they like,
Wait a minute.
sir, we need you to read the next paragraph. I ain't got my book though. Now you look dumb.
Now you looking real dumb.
You look dumb as hell.
Exactly.
And we'll do
Like,
little
get out the
things.
classroom then. You ain't got your book.
You ain't-
Little
you ain't
things like
prepared.
that. We know
Yeah,
people
you
don't
didn't
got
come
their books. We'll be
prepared.
like, all right, I'm giving everybody that can tell me what page. No, what it be like J23. What move is J23? Y'all get 3 free classes.
And
Well,
you looking
you
like
ain't
I ain't
got
got
your
my book.
I ain't got my book. Damn, you screwed. You just lost out.
You
on
just
free
lost
classes.
out. You just lost
But we
out.
do that just to make sure everybody bring their book. We'll look and be like, okay, we got
Yeah.
10 people in here.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
got
He
4
good
people
for
got
this
their
too.
books, 6 of
He
them
real
don't.
good.
All right, we're going to make an announcement real quick.
All right.
And then you see everybody. If you go get it within the next 30 seconds, I'll give you 1 class. But
Yeah.
if you got
Yeah.
it already, then they'll run outside to their car.
Yeah.
And
Go
go get
grab
that
the
book.
Go get that book.
Get your yoga mat too while you out there. You done came in. They
Okay.
try to come
That's
late sometimes.
good.
Don't want to do the workout. Want the pole part.
Yeah. But we got the pole part all on lock. Now I have it. When we did COVID, I basically was like, anything that's in my studio will have our name on it. Anything. So now we sell poles. We also sell the grip for the pose. So with women, we sweat a lot. So basically our hands get sweaty and we have grip for that.
Nice.
We also sell clothing. Our clothing go quick.
You got your grip attack.
Yeah. I also got my own shoes. I also have our own, what else? We have
Your clothing.
clothing, shoes, like, so everything in here is my shit.
Nice.
I
dope.
don't sell nothing that don't have my name on it.
That's good.
It's like you like the car dealership and you the bank too. Like
Period.
Well,
Yes.
you selling everything.
Yes,
You need a
everything.
loan, baby. Here, bam, you got it all. You got it all right there on the spot. That's hard. That's
Exactly.
hard.
That's
yeah.
the vision, though. I
Yeah.
feel like that's what everybody should have, that mentality.
Yes.
You know, everything here is mine, and it's gonna help you, and it's gonna help me. So that's good. I like it. I like the foundation you guys have.
We be trying.
It's very admiring, especially see that you guys have been doing this for 20 years. You guys probably been together for a very long time. So just to know, like,
I'm still 21.
Period. That's
21?
I'm still 21.
Oh,
No,
we'll
we've been
leave that
together.
alone. We'll leave that one alone.
We've been together for 25 years.
Okay.
24 years.
Okay.
Yeah. We've been together 24 years. Married 24 years, not together. Married 24 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
Damn, that's good though. But that shows the appreciation you guys have for one another. Because to make it that far, you gotta envision
Yes.
your vision. Like he sees what you were talking about. You were like, I want to do this, and he's like, all right. How can I make her dreams come reality? And that's cool. That's what people want. That's what some women want, you know?
Yes.
I admire it.
I feel like he touched on it earlier when he said he walks into a spot. He might think it's the perfect
Yeah.
spot. She walk in and she say, "Nah, this ain't it." He don't even question it. He just like boom.
All right,
And that's
yeah.
a big part of marriage.
Yeah.
It's just like being able to accept. Sometimes you know what, I ain't gonna be the only one to call the shots. You know,
Yes.
sometimes she gotta have a say as well. And if she say no, okay, we move on. And that's probably what made y'all last this long. And
Yeah.
still be here today together.
Yeah.
I think
Appreciate it,
that's a
Give and take.
big part.
Give
Big
and
part
take.
of
It's a
it.
big part, man. It's a big part. My thing is that she's gonna spend the majority of the time up there, not me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I have to
So
feel
you
comfortable.
want her to feel comfortable in that
What's
zone.
comfortable for her, yeah.
I got you.
Yeah. And that
And
be
not
the
even
main
just
thing.
her. Like she's coming in, she's not always just thinking of her. She's thinking about
My
the
girls.
staff that gotta be there to 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. What is the parking lot?
Is it
look
the
like?
safe
Is it-
area
is it
for
lit
her?
up?
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
is it
Dark
Is it
out there?
safe?
Is it
Yeah.
safe?
Yeah.
out
Is it
there?
safe?
I hear you.
Yeah.
That'd be the main thing.
That'd
Like
be the
me,
main
I
thing,
you
yeah.
know, me, I don't care where we go. I'm like,
Yeah.
let's go work.
Yeah.
Let's go. But
Yeah.
I'm not thinking 3 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
You know, so
Yep, I got you.
Awesome.
Okay, so I wanted to ask this as well. 20 years in this game of pole aerobics. I feel like y'all must have been one of like the founders of this
Yes.
shit damn near.
Yes.
it was at the beginning.
Because I feel like that ain't been that ain't been around that long.
We basically had to fight and tell everybody we're not trying to open up a strip club. It's pole aerobics. It's a sexy new way to get in shape.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
That's hard. Did y'all know of anybody else that was doing this before y'all?
It was 2 studios in California when we started.
In
Back
all
then.
of California?
In all of California.
Yeah.
All of California was
Yeah.
only 2 studios.
And they
when
was
we
both
first
in
started.
Southern California?
They were both in Southern. It was Orange. What was that? Orange.
We don't want to
Theory or
get
something
in no
like that?
we not-
clout.
yeah.
We ain't
They
They
shouting
cool,
no
though.
out.
I ain't tripping. Hey, we
Okay,
got
okay, now. We're not.
You had
I
another
just,
studio
what
in
did you just
LA.
say?
That's all good.
It was two
Do it
before
anymore?
you
It was
guys.
2
Yeah.
before us.
Okay.
Yeah.
We
Nice.
actually bought out one,
Okay.
Period.
right? They were going out and we took it over.
Okay, nice.
And then the other one, they
We still good friends with her.
Yeah.
That's
hard,
right.
man. That's hard.
That's cool. So, what's next for you guys?
Yeah.
What's next?
I think what's really next for us, what I want to really get into is franchising.
Nice.
I want to get into franchising where it can just be everywhere.
Okay.
So, but it's a little things we got to get together.
Okay.
Franchising, that means basically like somebody else could buy it, but it would
Buy
have
it.
her name on it.
Have her
basically.
name, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And they're gonna be pushing the same
They
product.
push the same
And
product.
it's
everything
my
exact
same
same
way.
It's
way.
like
It's
McDonald's.
like
McDonald's is a
You can buy
franchise.
McDonald's, but
Exactly.
you still gonna be selling Big Macs. And
Exactly.
shit.
Yeah.
You
get
can't
them
go
in there say, you know
outside and
what?
sell a
I
bigger
want to sell a
Anything
Whopper
else,
up in
yeah.
here. Like, you ain't gonna do that.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay.
Exactly.
Okay, nice.
That's the next big move for us.
Okay.
is
I like to consider myself in competition because people be like, what's your competition? My competition is 24-hour fitness because that's who I'm trying to be like. You can't be in competition with somebody that's beneath you.
Yeah.
I have to be in competition with somebody
Well,
above
above
you.
you.
I want it where wherever you go, just like 24-hour fitness, you
Yeah.
can go out of
Wherever.
state and you still got one, a 24-hour fitness.
Yeah.
I want to be known all across the world.
Everywhere.
Not in California, all
Global.
across the world.
That's hard. That's
Yeah,
hard.
and I also want to purchase an actual strip mall because I want to basically own the land.
Okay.
And my daughter, she also has a photography studio, so I'll be able to put her in there
Right
as
next
well.
there.
So I do want to own my own strip mall.
All right.
Nice. Well, that's amazing. It was an honor. Thank you for having me here
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
knowing
Thank
more
you for
about
having
you guys.
us.
Thank you guys for
Man,
being
I'm
here.
here.
You know, and you know, we appreciate y'all company. You know, we love having you around, and you know, maybe we could, you know, do some other things later on.
Oh,
down
we
the
are.
road,
Definitely.
you know?
We definitely
a lot
gonna
of
do
big plans out here for all of us,
Awesome.
man. 25 is about to be crazy.
Sounds
That
good,
part.
man. We appreciate y'all company. Oh yeah, y'all want to shout out y'all social medias?
Yeah, let her go.
You
She
ready?
got a lot of
You
them. She
ready?
got a lot of them.
Okay, so I love social media, so I am Instagram whore. But my social media, if you want to follow me, I have Romance and Dance Pole. That's my main one for Instagram. I also have, if you want to follow me on Twitter, it's Romance and Dance. If you want to follow me on Facebook, it's Romance and Dance. If you want to follow me on TikTok, it's Romance and Dance. If you want to follow me on MySpace, it's Romance and Dance. I got it all.
We got it all, and it's all the same name. So that's how you
Romance
know.
and Dance. That's all you
Yep,
gotta
if you
remember.
don't know nothing,
Google
you know
it. Yeah,
Romance and
right.
Dance.
And then for me, mine is at Boga Post. Boga Post. That's for all
Boga
over.
Post.
Boga Pose.
All right, I like that. I like that. That's
He's
hard.
so
That's
ridiculous.
hard.
Yeah.
Period.
All right.
Very clever.
Okay,
Sounds
thank y'all
dope,
so
man.
much.
Well, thank y'all for
Appreciate
being
it.
Thank
here,
you guys.
know? And Reentry Network podcast, we out of here.
Period.